Hey everyone, welcome and good morning to Amazon's War Daily. Yesterday I didn't have any time to record a session, so I'm very sorry that you have missed one day of Amazon ads updates around marketing technology and that stuff. But today I'm back and I'll have a banger. We will talk a little bit about customer analytics dashboard. This is a new functionality which Amazon has introduced. It's called customer loyalty analytics. That's your name. The dashboard provides insight into the level of loyalty customers you have with your brand, the customer segments below measures, and define your customers. This is the, I would currently say, missing piece to the already existing customer engagement / email marketing tool and the brand tailored promotions. Both existing tools do offer you specific engagement methods for your audiences, and these audiences are in both tools only visible in a way that you would see them in an aggregated number, and you cannot really do anything with these audiences. Now, the customer loyalty analytics is kind of a additional thing, which I would feel sits either below or on top of both of these things, depending on how you would look at the structure. And it gives you insights into these customer segments. Not all of them, but some of them. So what can you do? So first of all, it is inside brand analytics. It's a new tab, which is called customer loyalty analytics. And in that, you'll have two views. You have your brand view and you have your segment view. Both are completely different. And we'll talk about both in both now. Both views do have a similar filter section like you know it from the other brand analytics tools. So Amazon made a good job here, I would say, on actually keeping that experience for the user consistent. So you'll select your brand if you have multiple brands in that account with brand registry. Then you select your reporting range, which can be yearly, quarterly, monthly, and weekly. And then you select your year and your month and so on and so forth. And then you apply, and then you will see some numbers and some graphs. And this is what we're going to talk about. So in the brand view, you'll see your total customers. This is the amount of customers in total aggregated and counted. So if you look at on whatever time frame you look, this is the total amount of customers at the end of that time frame. I would believe it's, let me quickly check here. I would believe it's the total amount of customers all time, but maybe I'm wrong here. Amazon has also added in the metrics glossary, so Seller Central / brand analytics / metric glossary, you'll find all these definitions. There's a new, let's say, a new page, or not really a page, it's part of the page where customer loyalty analytics dashboard is in, and where they define, for example, new and potential customers, repeat customers. They talk about predictive customer lifetime value, which we'll come to in a second, and different customer segments here and general definitions. I'm not sure if they look at all of that. I'll follow up with you guys on that, but let's go into this brand analytics dashboard here once more. So you see the total amount of your customers, and you would see the change to the prior period. So if you have a weekly range and you have selected the last week, then you would see how much more customers in percent did I had. And then you would see 4 different customer segments. And these different customer segments are also the ones you would see in the segment view broken down. So you see your top tier customers. Top tier is like your best customers. They spend a lot, they buy frequently, and so on and so forth. Do you see the amount of the customers and the percent of total? So how many of all of my customers are top tier customers, and how much did that change? The number did change to the prior period. Then promising customers, at risk customers, and hibernating customers. So kind of in between, I would say. Promising means like maybe if I engage them, they could become top tier customers. At risk means I could also eventually lose them. Below this, you will see like a pie chart, which shows you the percentage in a pie. Also explaining you what a promising and a hibernating customer and an at-risk customer is. And then on the right side, you would see new and potential customers and repeat customers. So you'll see for your time period, you have selected how many new customers did you had in that week, in that month, in that year, how many orders, how many sales, and how much potential customers did you had. And then you would also see how many of those new customers, how many repeat customers you had in that time frame, the repeat purchase rate, the average repeat purchase interval, orders and sales from repeat customers, and so on and so forth. So it gives you kind of an insight. Honestly, my first opinion here, I spent some time yesterday in this dashboard, and I'm not a fan of the repeat purchase rates and the average repeat purchase intervals here. I have to really think about how I would use that, because it's broken down by the selected date range you have. So let's say you look at the weekly, then your average repeat purchase interval must be lower than 7 days, because you only look at the 7 days. And it will show you only customers who have purchased within that week and have done a repeat purchase within that week. So that's a very specific audience, I would feel, customers who purchased within the same week twice. And how much time was between the purchases. And if somebody purchased on one day and then on another day again, not sure if he actually received the package, for example. And if I look at larger time frames, like a year or something like that, my average repeat purchase interval will grow much bigger. So for example, when I look at my view here, on the weekly view, I have 1 day average repeat purchase interval. And if I change it to year, it's 80 days or 75 or something like that. And the repeat purchase rate also increases depending on my range. So repeat customers are defined as customers who within your reporting range have bought twice at least, which I feel you can define it like that, but I would define it differently. For me, a repeat customer would be any customer who have previously bought from a brand and did a repeat purchase in that time frame. And not only people who bought in that time frame 2 times. But that's something for another time. What can you do as well? You can create a promotion directly from here, which would send you to brand tailor promotions. And at the bottom, you'll have a chart which shows you 2 axes. And these 2 axes can show you total customers, new customers, repeat sales, repeat purchase rate, total orders, total sales, and so on and so forth, over a period of time, depending on what time frame you have selected. If you have selected weekly, then you will see your last 12 weeks. If you have selected monthly, then you will see your last, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months, and so on and so forth. Yearly, you're not seeing last 12 years. Yearly, I think the main, as this is all kind of new stuff, I think like you would not be even able to see more than, yeah, on the yearly, it's still showing you like just the 1 year, basically a little bit more than 1 year. But it's not showing you many years as of now. But in the future, maybe you'll see like a couple of years and how it's trending. All right, that's the brand view. I think that's a interesting start here. I like to see how much total customers and top tier customers I had and how much that is changing. Would be great to have this in the charts as well down there at the trends to see how these different customer segments are changing. Did I add more to the top tier? Did I not? But yeah, that's not possible here in the brand view, but it is possible in the segment view, because in the segment view, you'll select your brand as well, but then you also have to select your segment, your customer segment, which we talked about: top tier, promising, at risk, or hibernating. Then you select again your reporting range, and then you'll see the same trend chart as on the page before, and you see a couple of more details here. So you would, for example, see how many orders per customer did you had in that time frame in average from your top tier, and then you can compare it to like the other tiers. How many repeat purchases, how many average sales per customer, and how was that trending over time. And Amazon is also giving you like a predictive customer lifetime value, which is something completely new. Amazon is for the first time talking about customer lifetime value, which I think is great. We have been working with lifetime value for a year. And I believe it's one of the most important metrics for companies to work with lifetime value in their marketing. So Amazon has started to add this to the dashboards here. And they created in a way that you would see per your segment how much sales this segment had last year per customer and how much is predicted for next year's sales. So, for example, last year per customer at $30 sales. The prediction of these customers would be 45 next year. But only, and then you'll have to select growing, maintaining, and declining for these. It's kind of a little bit narrowed down. So it's another segment. It's a segment of a segment. So growing means customers who are projected to grow with your brand in the next year. Maintaining means customers who are projected to maintain the status, and declining is who are projected to decline. And then based on your previous segment, where you have your top tier customers, and let's say you have 5,000 top tier customers, then you can say, okay, from these 5,000 top tier customers, how much of them are in the growing segment? And then they show me it's 250. How much are in maintaining? It's 4,000. And how much are in declining? It's so and so much. And this kind of should give you the idea of, hey, your top tier customers are currently making this amount of average sales value, and it's predicted that they do this next year because they are declining, because they are expected to purchase less often with lower spends. These numbers currently, they don't add up a lot to me, to be honest. But I think because it's on the, let me quickly check here. I think it's because I selected a different time range. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if you select like a monthly time range, then because the predictive customer lifetime value looks at year sales and next year sales, so it looks at a full year. If you only have selected a monthly date range and you look at your segment details, which also shows you average sales per customer, then this would be average sales per customer in that, let's say, month. And this is obviously lower than for customers for a year of time. So summing it up, to keep it short and hopefully interesting, it's a very powerful new way of looking into your customer segments. There's currently not that much you can do with these informations. You cannot download this. You can just look at it. You can create a promotion from it. Soon, promotion will also be able to be sent over emails to these customers. So you could look into this, say, okay, I need to do something with my top tier customers. I need to create a promotion. Now you create a promotion, a brand tailored promotion, maybe in the future also ASIN level possibility. So you say, I created 20% discount for my top tier customers. And now the last step is I would create a customer engagement email, which is sent to them and which says, hey, there's a 20% discount on that brand just for you. And then you have the closed cycle on how to engage these people. There might be more coming. I'm not sure if I can share this already, but we might be talking about a few more things in the next couple of days and weeks. So stay curious, guys and girls and boys and men and whoever listens. Thank you very much. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.